Hi, it's Easy English with Colleen. Back again. And today we're going to do another random topic. And today the topic, well, first I'll tell you, the level is probably somewhere between upper beginner and intermediary. So today I want to talk about diets because everyone is so adamant. They're so convinced my diet is the best diet. So, um, these are people who say that the diet is really healthy. So, the standard American diet, a lot of people don't think that it actually is very healthy. And of course, a lot of people eat tons of sugar, drink soft drinks, eat fast food. So we're only going to look at diets today that people claim are really healthy and good for you. So we're going to look at the diets in groups. I think it's easier to understand if we kind of place them in groups. So over here we have carnivore. So that's in brown because they mostly, well, they only eat animal products. And so that would mean uh, they eat meat like beef and lamb and pork and bison, whatever kind of meat they can get. They eat organ meats like liver and heart, that kind of thing. Uh, they eat seafood. They eat dairy, so that might be uh, goat cheese, any kind of cheese from milk from an animal, and they also eat eggs. So these are carnivores, and the carny part of it is from the Latin for meat. And the vor part of it is also from Latin to mean eater. So the eaters of meat. So that's the carnivore diet, and there are a lot of influencers on YouTube who promote this diet, who espouse this diet. The next one is omnivore. So omni in Latin means all, and vor again means eat. So an omnivore would eat plants and animals. They'd eat fungi, they'd eat seafood, whatever you can find out in the world, they would eat. Um, so a little bit different here is paleo. So paleo diet is refers to how people ate during the Paleolithic era. So that would be um, around 3 million years ago to the end of the last ice age. So that's 12,000 years ago. So whatever you could find out there in nature, could be a plant, it could be an animal, you would eat it. But they wouldn't have grains, for instance. So that's what makes the difference between paleo and omnivore. All right. So on the other side, we have people who only want to eat plants. So vegans are strict, only plants, nothing from an animal. If it's milk, it's from an animal. If it's eggs, that's from an animal. So Even they are against wearing animal products like leather. Um, so anything that has to do with an animal, they absolutely will not touch, will not eat. Um, so after that, related is vegetarian. So vegetarians will eat um, all plants, and they'll also eat dairy and um, dairy and eggs. They'll eat eggs. Yeah. So they eat those products from an animal, but they don't eat the animals themselves. So then there's a strange one that's sort of in this group, and that's a pescatarian. And so you might think, pesca, what is a pesca? Think of the sign in the zodiac, Pisces. It means fish. So basically, a pescatarian is a vegan that also who also eats fish. So that's the difference. Fish, seafood, I guess, yes. It's vegan plus seafood, basically. All right, and then we have some others that are very popular today, and they are basically low carb. So it means that they don't eat foods with a lot of carbohydrates. So that would be, wheat, um, sweet fruit. They avoid those things that have high carb. Um, so let's look at two specific examples here. The ketogenic diet, it's called ketogenic because after you're on this diet for a while, your body stops looking for carbs because they aren't there. And so it doesn't have that instant input of glucose. So instead of using glucose for energy, it starts using your body fat for energy, and it produces something called ketones, which your body can use for energy. So this is sometimes shortened just to the keto diet. And what's the max that you can have if you're keto? Maximum 50 carbs per day. And just uh yeah, 50 carbs per day. And this contrasts with the Atkins diet, named after the doctor who invented it. And in the Atkins diet, you can have maximum of 20 grams of carbs per day. So that's not a lot. So it's very, very, very high protein and low carb. And let's take an example. So the limit is 20 grams of carbohydrates. Um, one medium-sized apple has about 25 grams of carbs. So you can see how restricted that is. So one more difference between ketogenic and Atkins diet is that ketogenic, they kind of promote eating protein and fat. On the Atkins diet, not so much the fat. It's mostly high protein is the goal there. So there are three diet camps here, mainly plants, animals, uh, low carb. And then there's the odd man out here is low fat. So complete opposite of this, they would be very heavy on carbs in a low fat diet, very heavy on the carbs. Um, so some people used to believe in this, that if you do this carb loading, if you eat a lot of carbs, it gives you a lot of energy, and it's especially good for athletes, for people playing sports. long distance running. So that used to be a popular idea. It's largely been debunked now. So um, a lot of experts have changed their mind on that are out there. So this is basically where we are today in 2025. These are different ideas about what is the healthiest diet. So let me know in the comments, do you fall into one of these groups? Do you follow the prescriptions of one of these groups? So at the moment, I am um, trying a carnivore diet. And I thought it would be really, really, really hard. I was doing ketogenic before, but now I've moved to carnivore. And it's not so hard. It's not so hard. And I think I'm seeing results. We'll see. Maybe I'll have an update at some point. But there you go. Let me know which one you think is the healthiest diet. So I'll just ask you, as usual, to please consider to my channel. Yeah, so see you in the next one.